It's a week in the life. It's a week in the life. Hi, everyone. I thought I'd do something different for this, not really vlog, but yeah, sure, why not? Let's call it a vlog. It's the week in the life to celebrate 100,000 subscribers. Shout out to you guys. I never dreamt of having 100,000 subscribers because I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing. But now that I'm here, I want that plaque. I want that plaque. So I'll be getting that plaque, hopefully. I think. Well, I have to, right? Anyway, this is a week in the life where I had a pretty interesting week with lots going on, and I thought I'd just share it with you guys and talk you through what happens in an ordinary week. So you're going to see warts and all and everything that I get up to. So let's go. Monday, every day starts the same. I start with my nutrient smoothie thing. I don't know if it does anything, but I started having it because I'm traveling a lot and I just need to know that I am getting all my vitamins that I need. The most high-tech electric toothbrush. How embarrassing I'm showing that. Next, don't worry, we're not going to get the whole, every single part of my life, but yeah, Mondays I unpack the dishwasher, make the coffee, hang out with my kid. AeroPress black coffee is the way we do it. By the way, I'm recording this recovering from some crazy virus, so my voice is particularly gravelly, which maybe works for this ASMR. Chums cups, had these for a good long time now. Had my breakfast with my wife and my son. Now getting ready for a big day today, actually. Big day which includes having a guest over to my house. So it's about preparing for the shoot. So I went to get some stuff from my garage, including some drinks to put in the fridge to serve to our guest. You know, I don't keep them in my fridge all the time because guest shows don't happen that often. And then it's just me setting up all the equipment for the shoot while watching some YouTube because, you know, I can't do one thing at a time. All of these tripods are like one I found on the side of the road. One's a carbon fiber travel tripod. But this is a one-man band, so like this isn't a professional studio. But, you know, slowly I'll start to upgrade things. Doing some emails and just reviewing the Michelle Zauner episode, which is going to come out soon after this. Lunchtime, sweet corn soup with wifey and my son. All right, time to set up. That's the Death Star. That's the thing that I have built with all my patch bays and racks and everything to get everything all in one so I can roll it out from my office. Put the nice blanket on the back of the couch. I actually hate this part. It looks really calm, but I just setting up gear for production is just annoying to me because it's like something always breaks and I don't know what I did wrong and I have to look to fix it. That's Callum, the camera operator, setting up. He arrived. And the guests here with their team to look around. I do a little briefing and obviously I didn't shoot a lot here because I was too busy filming the guest, but there's a whole procedure here where we have to set everything up, test it all, get it all looking good and ready, and then pack it all down and move it back into the office and get ready for the next one or pack it away so it's not in my way. God, look at all my cables back there. I really need to deal with the back of it. I'd packed away all the cameras and things, and now it's time to media dump all of the files from each hard drive and then reset it up back on all the cameras as well. Day 2. Tuesday starts with a call with my friend Andrew, who is part of the Subway Takes crew. We were friends when I worked in New York, working at a different company, and it's really nice to catch up with friends who are winning. And we share so much in common now, actually. And who would have thought that we'd have similar paths in life? And then next, I have a call with my agent, Isaiah, just to see what he's up to and make plans for the future. Then I quickly stepped out of the house for a second just to get some groceries. Tried to pick up a package, but the parcel locker wouldn't open. And picked up some coconut meat. I can't remember why. And then I had a catch up with a new intern, Aleph, because we briefly met in Hamburg, but I didn't really get to know her very much. So I just wanted to build a relationship with her and understand what she's about, how her mind works. So I know who I'm working with. I know what they're like, and I know what moves them and makes us and is interesting for them. Tuesday night now is a lot of feedback time for the Michelle Zauner episode. I believe the episode was coming out that week, so we're in final stages, final edit notes at the moment, and just writing as many notes as possible to try to get the edit wrapped up. Wednesday. Another smoothie, a bit of TikTok. What's for breakfast today? Oats. Not bad technique. I do a lot of voice notes. I can't have meetings with all the people I want around the world because time zones are so hard. So voice notes are the easiest way to catch up and cover some nuance in a voice message, to be honest, rather than a bit more awkward over text. This is me recording a behind the scenes episode from my Patreon talking about my team, who's involved in my team, and showing them a screen share of their Instagram pages just to further build a world of everyone that is involved in what I do. God, I can't keep my eyes off the cables down there. This is the side that you don't see. The desk is quite tidy. And then notice I was wearing a denim jacket. That was just purely to make it feel like it's a different show. Now I'm doing my radio show Solidaire for my Patreon that comes out on Fridays. I'm going to insert a little clip of the finished product here so you can just see what it looks like. This is Caroline 2. Patreon recording show done. So here I am unboxing a UPS battery, also known as a uninterruptible power supply. And I did that during the radio show, actually. The thing is, when I started to set up my network attached storage, my file server, I just thought that would be the end of it. But that's just the beginning of it. I've built it out so much since, including getting a battery, because apparently it's really bad if your server just switches off instantly if there's a power outage. So I had to buy this battery that I'll set up later to protect it. All right, show's done. Now I'm just transcoding it to MP3 and also to a small file for Patreon. So I'm having a little snack of chia seeds and apple and watching some TikTok and uploading it to Patreon, and then doing my emails as well. Here I am voice messaging my developer because I've got a new idea for a website. TBC. I don't even know if it's possible, but I've always got these grand plans and new ideas, so watch this space. Next, I went to a cafe in Sydney to have a meeting with someone from Sony Music. And now I'm off. Is that me listening to Jump by Blackpink? Going to Ace Hotel because I'm about to meet up with Carl. Carl, who is the tour director and tour manager. Oh, a coffee first. There he is for my Derek G's radio hour. Please come. DerekG.com/live. Recapping, talking about what we would have changed, what was good about the show, what we would improve for next time, and back home. Thursday. Wow, Wednesday was a busy day. Do you think this stuff works? Am I an idiot? So this is Thursday post-run, so this is after lunch. You're looking at the back of my La Scalas, and you're also looking at the back of my file server, my backup hard drive, my Mac Studio, my network switch, my modem, and my new battery. I hate doing this sort of stuff. It looks like the cables are terrible, but it actually is quite decently managed. I had to Velcro a lot of things together and just make it look not too chaotic. This is part of the business that really no one sees, no one needs to see, and no one needs to see me in my exercise gear, but just takes time and is part of the business, but is not me making content. Some weeks I'll make no videos and I'll be really sad, not literally, but I'll be like, damn, I didn't post anything this week. But then it's like, but I also set up my file server and my battery or whatever, and it means that I can run the business not only more securely, but also more in a more organized fashion, while also being healthy and going for a run. But I also haven't made any content. But that is the nature of the business, isn't it? So this is me catching up with Izzy again while cable managing, putting some more cables into like some cable snakes to organize them all. We're talking about a brief and a potential new client and how we should go back to them. Sure, I have the pleasure of showing. And here I am just preparing or practicing for and writing the script for the introduction for my Solidaire episode with Michelle Zona from Japanese Breakfast. You know, I write everything myself and just try to get the flow right and make it sound as real and as genuine and thoughtful as possible. And then I get on the mic and do my thing. And I'm sitting on my knees right now because my little boom mic doesn't reach quite far down to me sitting to do something up close. I'm actually doing the same thing right now. And that's me washing up. Pretty unremarkable. We all have to wash up sometime. Friday is here. Lots of meetings this week. I start off the day as per usual. Then I headed off, caught a cab to the city and had a meeting in Surrey Hills with someone from Red Bull, actually. Someone that I'd met at the Formula One, and we caught up and I just learned more about their business and they learned more about my business. And then I went back again to Ocular in Eyes to see my friend Michael in his store because I was picking up my lenses. I got these glasses as part of my Essence photo shoot. I'll put a photo of it on screen, but they weren't prescription, so I got prescription lenses for them. They are YSL and they are so cool. Kind of bug-eyed and 90s-esque, but also feels 2025, thrilled. And then off to have lunch with my friend Matt, who we catch up maybe once every 6 weeks. We live close to each other, so we can walk to each other and have a nice salad or what have you, matcha or what have you. Nice moustache, Matt. Then off to my next meeting, this time the last meeting of the week. It is with the government body called Sounds Australia. More watching, more feedback, more reviewing. I didn't actually make too many videos this week. I made stuff for Patreon, I made stuff for the guest show, but a lot of admin, a lot of meetings, a lot of moving around town. But there you go. Is that a typical week for me? Kind of. If I'm not making content with a guest coming over, I've probably got more time to do short form content and edit that. But this week was very much catching up with a whole bunch of people, moving around town, setting up new relationships. And you'll see the fruits of my labor and our labor very soon. I hope that was an interesting slice of life into my world. And thank you for subscribing, guys. I really appreciate it. See you later.